Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, we're looking at a movie episode of Games My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and who never says die with me tonight?
Tiffany Albertin. I'll be Albertin today.
Hey everybody, it's Kenneth Sanity and two down! Who's next?
Kenneth, and this is Mario from Bias Gaming.
And the Warden.
From Bias Gaming.
From Bias Gaming, obviously.
Also known as Sierra. Welcome back, you guys. And we are here to talk about a movie that I've been talking about doing for years and only did because of happenstance. The Goonies came out in 1985, directed by Richard Donner.
I can't believe you never saw it.
I can't believe I never saw this either.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Yeah, never.
Yeah, the only reason why this is even on the podcast, I've been meaning to do it for a while, but I just didn't care. It actually was re-released in theaters recently, and I had never seen it before, so Tiff's like, we gotta go, and I'm like...
Still didn't see it.
I saw most of it until my eyes started to hurt, and then I didn't see anything else.
It was like up and down.
I was having eye pain, so I stopped watching the movie at one point, just listen to it.
If you listen to it, I think that's fair.
I did watch it the next day.
Oh, okay.
I like the casino game.
What? Oh, slot machine?
Yeah.
So yeah, this was my first time ever seeing this movie. Tiffany, what's your history with it?
You know, watching it as a kid, but I don't remember how I started. I suppose my dad. Who the hell knows?
Your father.
Everything goes back to my dad.
That's fair.
Otherwise, I don't remember how I watched it.
Ken, what is your history with this film?
This movie was a fundamental part of my childhood. Like, I feel like it was with a lot of people of my age. I'm pretty sure I didn't see it in theater. I would have only been 5 years old, but I know I saw it.
I definitely didn't see it in theater.
And I've seen it a lot.
I don't know why I've never seen this. I've never seen it on TV, nothing. I don't understand how.
How it's always on TV. I've seen it so many different times on TV. It baffles me.
I actually couldn't quote this one. I didn't quote this one, which I don't know.
Oh, and Mario, what's your history with this movie?
Well, for the longest time, I saw the cassette tape just standing there in my aunt's house. And then I never really saw the movie until I was 10 or 11 because of my step siblings, and they watched it a lot. And even as a kid, I thought,
Just
And then I watched it again because of Sierra a while back, and then again because of this show. And you know what? I really think this time it's whatever. It's a movie.
That's fine. And Sierra.
Wow.
I have a deep history with it. My mom was a big fan of it. She made us watch it a lot. And then just kind of regretted it later because me and my sister loved it so much. Just the iconic, funny parts that everybody always makes fun of. We'd quote it all the goddamn time. I mean, always. And then later in life, like once we got into teenage times, yes, Mario, I hit you. Yes.
Why?
Because that's what wives do.
Exactly. That's my turn to talk. Anyway, sorry. Later on, my uncle one day pointed out how my dad was losing his hair and how one day he kind of looked like Sloth himself.
Oh, no.
So it kind of became like a run-on joke for a while there too, and just, it's just always part of my life, no matter what.
Oh yeah, no, he has the ears.
He has the ears, man. I'm sorry, Dad. But I love you.
All right. And this movie, like I said earlier, this movie is directed by Richard Donner, and I'm surprised we haven't actually done any Richard Donner movies yet, Ken, on the show.
Really?
I'm not surprised.
I mean, there's two I want to do. That's it.
Like, I keep trying.
Oh, you have probably, haven't you?
Yeah.
We do want to do The Omen, yeah, but we do other horror movies.
I want to do The Omen. I want to do Scrooge. I'd love to do Lethal Weapon. I don't really care about Superman. But, he's done a lot of great movies. And he was also executive producer of Tales from the Crypt when that series was out.
Nice.
Series. I do.
Great.
Oh,
He did Lady Hawk. It's about a woman who's a hawk.
I do know who.
A Pfeiffer, I guess, and Rucker Hauer. That I've seen. So I've seen that movie, Superman, and The Omen, and parts of Lethal Weapon. And that's all I've ever seen of his work.
I've never seen Lethal Weapon because of my parents.
Is that the one with Eddie Murphy?
No, that's Beverly Hills Cop. Lethal Weapon is Mel Gibson.
Oh, that's Bad Boys.
It what?
Wait, no, Eddie Murphy at the Beverly Hills Cops, yeah.
Yeah, it's Beverly Hills.
Again, I'm high.
Bad Boys is not Eddie Murphy.
Yes. Blame that.
Bad Boys, Bad Boys.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking about. Hey, I guess. Yeah, this is just one of. And also, hey, Ken, this also has one of your favorite people was involved in this movie. We just can't get away from lately.
Look, he's not my favorite person, but yes, Steven Spielberg did produce this. He was very involved in this, actually.
I just think it's funny how we keep having multiple movies by him in a row. It feels like that we've been recording, even though that's not like the plan. It just kind of happens.
Yeah, he's all powerful. He really is. Like, you can't get away from him. If you were a filmmaker in the 80s and you were wanting to do something remotely family fair, Spielberg was going to be involved somehow.
Yeah, that seems to be very true.
This is one movie, though, I think that actually benefits from having him around.
I mean, this is a good family movie, and it does really follow his trend of families.
Yeah, and there's more reasons that we'll get into as we talk.
And Ken, what is the plot of this film?
The plot of this film? Okay.
Yes.
The town of Astoria, Oregon is in trouble, and it's up to a plucky group of friends and acquaintances to save their homes from the wrecking ball. Mikey and his friends are in a race against time to find an ancient treasure and escape local crime family, the Fratellis, while finding the true meaning of never saying die.
This movie really made me think of myself when I was a teenager, because I know we did stuff like this when I'd been like 11 or 12, looking on adventures. It didn't involve anything fun like this, but...
Or buried treasure from One-Eyed Willie, that's...
we did go in the sewers, does that count?
Ew.
I went in the storm sewers in Milwaukee.
Oh, Pennywise, not One-Eyed Willie.
Oh, that's why I got really sick too once. I ran my head into a pipe and was bleeding, and then I got really sick the next day.
You had a concussion.
I probably did, yeah, because I literally ran straight into a pipe, and then my head was bleeding. I was in a storm sewer.
Yeah.
That right there should qualify part of that. The thing is, I went in multiple storm sewers in Milwaukee, and I don't really know why.
And somehow you survived.
Yeah.
I mean, there were a few questionable things we did. So, like, I used to go to the in Milwaukee. We used to jump the fence and go there at night every so often.
Did you see it?
No, that was different.
I used to do that.
I did a bunch of weird shit.
Live down the street from a cemetery.
This one was fun because it was also all fenced in, so they couldn't eat. So even if somebody saw us, by the time they would have got to the gate, my ass would have been gone. So
No,
I knew where the gates were. But yeah, so I could I remember having a friend that me and him would just go on adventures and just do random stuff all the time and go to parks and hike. And this movie just kind of made me think of that. Kind of brought me back to that time of being 12 years old.
And that's where I feel like this movie really benefits from Steven Spielberg's touch. Is, yes, Richard Donner directed it, but we all know Steven Spielberg is not great at just being a producer. So
that is true.
Didn't he cameo, right? Wasn't he in the movie itself too, right?
He
could have been.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that when they're passing by, because he's the dad, I'm pretty sure he's the dad.
Oh.
I'm checking.
Yeah,
okay.
Somebody Google.
I have no idea.
Well, because he also cameoed in his movie Rose Red, right?
That's not his movie.
That's Stephen King.
My bad. Wrong person. But either way.
It would have been correct. Stephen King is in a lot of...
He's in almost, I think, everything he does.
I got that one mixed up. But no, I know he cameoed in it because...
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't?
Nope.
Was it the dad?
He was in the music video.
Yeah, there was
a music video for this?
Oh.
I may have messed up.
By Cyndi Lauper.
Oh, yeah. The one that's playing the TV.
Yeah. But I didn't know it was actually a music video for this movie.
Oh, yeah.
You're good enough.
Oh.
Okay. I got
and that
these
one Spielberg was in.
For a second.
Okay. I don't really I never listen to Cyndi Lauper very much.
Oh my god, I love her.
You're lost. You're lost.
Yeah, very much. I agree.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why, because my dad was big into 70s and 60s music, but I guess 80s wasn't. There was a lot of 80s too, so I have no idea why. But,
I was hoping you were going to open this up with her singing "Good Enough." Oh, is it good enough for you?
No, hang on. Sierra was half right. Somebody did cameo, but it wasn't Spielberg. It was Donner.
Yeah, Donner was a policeman.
The scene where the Goonies are found at Cauldron Point. When the cops find them at the end.
Okay, once again, I would like to point out my mistake led to better discoveries, like the Goonies.
But one thing I want to talk.
Good enough.
When this movie opens up and you have the three criminals, one of those actors, I forget his name, but I know you probably will know this, Ken. He was also in The Fugitive and U.S. Marshals. Yeah, the toupee guy.
Does he just wear glasses? Because I feel like every.
I think so.
Yeah, he's the one who shoots out the window, right?
No. God damn it. He's in Daredevil also.
You
Yes,
He's in
started
the
Mario.
Matrix. He's Cypher.
Yes.
Oh,
Damn it.
I like that guy.
He
Yeah.
has a creepy laugh.
He's also in Bad Boys. He's the captain.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Joe Pantolino.
Joe Pence. Yeah.
What else is he?
I just
Pants.
a lot of movies.
A lot.
I'm
Just
sitting
scrolling
there,
through. I really like that actor for some reason.
A Baby's Day Out, Bad Boys. Okay.
He's only 73. He's not even that old. He did a lot of fucking work.
Ooh, La
Oh, yeah.
Bamba.
Wait, really?
He's
But
also done one of the best movies that we're probably never going to talk about on the show, Bound.
Shit, I'm sorry.
Bound? What is that?
Oh, Bound is a fun movie.
Is that a horror movie?
No, it is not. It is very much a crime thriller.
Oh, okay.
Not bad, guys.
You can look into it and decide if you want to cover it.
American neo-noir erotic crime thriller.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, hey, if it's around, who
It
knows?
is not a foreign film. It's actually
Okay,
directed
maybe.
by the Wachowskis.
Oh, they did The Matrix, which you've also never seen. We had this conversation a few times.
I don't know.
But, okay. I mean, I also was confused, and I thought that the mother of the Pentellis was a man at first when I was watching this movie in the theater. I was like, oh.
You better put some respect on Anne Ramsey's name, all right?
I mean, it's just that scene when she's sitting in the car, angry, and she just looks so mad. That's where I got. No, I know, but after you got a little bit and she started talking, I'm like, okay. But it was something about that first scene with her sitting in the car, just scowling, that I'm like, oh.
Or when she's like sitting there driving and eating the cracker, just like all looks like she's pissed off and like eating the cracker go.
Like that the whole movie.
Yeah, she's mad the whole movie here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great. I love her in this movie.
She was good in this. And it is such a, like, they are such the Italian stereotype.
Oh yeah.
Like a friend of the show, Kobe, had made a comment about this movie being a little bit racist, and I was like, okay, it's a little bit there with some of the Italian stuff.
Nah.
Every time the brother sings, I want to start singing too. I do that no matter what in my house, so.
They make a really good villain or antagonist to add with the story.
Yeah.
And it works well.
Yeah. And they're nuts. Like, that's what makes them so fun. They're cartoonishly evil.
Yes.
Yeah, they even have like the cartoon sounds.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, but it works in this.
Oh,
Yes,
absolutely.
Taylor like does the oil shoes and stuff, and he's all and hits the. You don't remember that
That
part?
is so funny.
This is the reason why I was trying to make sure you watched it.
I did watch
I
it.
bought it
Sneakers,
twice.
isn't that what's called? Slick sneakers, slick shoes.
Slick something, he says.
Slick shoes.
Slick shoes. I like sneakers.
I like
better.
that actor.
I love him so much.
Again, I can't believe I've never seen this movie because I don't like Temple Doom that much, but I did when I was younger, and I remember liking that actor, and I'm just like,
Recognized him.
of course I did.
Oh,
I knew he was in this. Like, he's famous for this movie and Temple of Doom when he was a kid.
did he
Oh,
do-
yeah.
There's.
I think he stopped acting for a bit. I can't remember.
He's a good now as an adult. He's still a good actor.
Oh, yeah.
He did
I also-
stop acting for a little bit, but he was also like a stunt coordinator on the first
Oh.
X-Men movie.
Well,
So like, he did a lot of behind the scenes stuff too.
Okay.
What was that one he just did with Michelle Yeoh?
Everything, everywhere.
That one was great.
Yes, it was.
Just absolutely
I
great.
didn't like it.
Also,
We get to see that in
Loki.
theaters randomly.
We did.
Yes.
Oh yeah, even Loki.
So we rented it.
Yeah, I like that actor. I did not know his character was Data until we were watching this movie for the second time. When we were at our house and watching on
Who did
TV.
you think Data was? Right?
When you said Data, my mind went to Brent Spiner.
Oh,
I'm like, Data. I'm thinking to myself,
we're literally.
I'm like, Brent Spiner isn't in this movie, babe. What are you talking about?
Watching subtitles, and he didn't pick up till like halfway through the movie.
No, I picked up shortly after they said Data, but you said it before he was introduced in this movie, and I didn't know who. I'm like, Data. I'm like, we're not watching Star Trek, babe. What are you talking about?
We never learned
Don't
his real
confuse the
name.
poor man.
They all go by their nickname, except for Mike. Goes by Mike.
Mikey, yeah, Mouth Data, yeah. Chunk.
Yeah,
there's
Data's
a
real
lot.
name is Richard Wong.
There is a lot of freaking like fat jokes in this movie that irritated me a bit.
Old man.
I actually just pointed that out while watching with my sister not too long ago. I almost wanted to say something about like how he was like he literally said he's so depressed and poured like or like what was it the whipped cream in his mouth and everything. I was like this poor kid and he's literally just eating everything.
He has an eating disorder.
My favorite part is when the bad guys were literally pulling the ice cream out of his hands, and then they try to get this. Yeah, they get this spoon, and he just sits there.
He starts sobbing.
I mean, to be fair, he's in a very bad situation, and the food is comfort. I'm like, why are you taking away all? Just let him eat. You're gonna kill him anyway.
Oh yeah.
I smell ice cream through the thick freezer.
And like at the same time, Chunk is the most assured character in this entire movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like he knows he's fat. He doesn't care. He's gonna keep doing what he wants to do.
And saying what he wants to say.
Oh my god, he swears the most out of all of them.
Yeah.
I just wonder what was in the script and what wasn't in the script.
Yeah.
A lot of it, actually. A lot of it was in the script.
Oh, okay. I guess he was too young to kind of let to just improvise.
And like Chunk was foundational in the way I say "damn it." Like when I'm pissed off, I'll just be like, "Ah, damn it."
That's how I hear it in my head too. I feel his pain. There's no
I like
ice
his
cream.
stories.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, Michael Jackson didn't come to my house, but his sister did. Like, I mean, it's something that we can all relate to. We all had that friend, or knew somebody who just makes up shit all the damn time.
Mm-hmm.
Over exaggerates a bit.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to get all psychological here, but that is very much stemming from the need to be liked.
Yes.
So yeah, Chunk's got some issues, but he's still the most stable out of all of them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Mouth has issues because one, he doesn't stop talking.
Yep.
Man, Corey Feldman he just has a face.
It's worse.
He does have a face. Most people do.
I mean, but it just stands Feldman, all right.
Like when you're getting to what's the vampire one we just saw?
Lost Boys.
Boys, he's starting to lose the
Wait till we
kid cuteness then.
ever watch the sequel of Lost Boys when he's older.
You can don't run to it.
I'm not going. I have no plan to watch any of those movies, so I have no interest in any of those movies.
I stick to the first one.
I've seen all three of them.
I just don't care. I saw the first one. We are good. I never need to see another one. But there's just something about that actor that I don't know. Something about his face, or I'm just like, I don't like your face.
Well,
So,
he clearly made it in the movies. So.
It worked for him.
It wouldn't work for a little girl though.
I understand him. I have a few actors or actresses that I sit there and I'm like, I just can't stand that actress. Why? I don't know. It's her face. Just something about it. I can't. I'm talking about the girl from Kick-Ass. I can't.
You don't like Chloe something is her name.
Chloe Grace Moretz.
Her.
I
She
really
always
like her.
looks like she's squinting and has a resting bitch face.
Yeah,
I
but
actually don't mind her acting. It's just something about her.
I like that actress. I haven't seen her in stuff lately, unfortunately, but I remember liking some of her early movies a lot. She has one where the character dies and doesn't want to come back to life or something that I saw in theater. That was a really good movie. I can't remember the name of it. I don't care enough to look up at the moment.
Yeah.
But then the other character, Mikey, is played by Sean Astin.
Who we met.
Yeah, we actually got to meet him at a convention. Real nice guy.
Really.
I have pictures of him from far away. I don't mean to sound creepy,
But
it just so happens to be the first time I got to go to Comic-Con, I flipped shit because I got to see Samwise. And my just favorite character from just a lot of shit. Man, I love him in a lot of things. And I was literally on my phone zooming in, trying to get pictures of him. I also have some of Kevin Durant. Yeah, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, not very good pictures of all of them. They're sweaty and gross and yeah.
Comic-Con for you.
Exactly, but I cherish them dearly.
I haven't seen these.
They're on my phone for no one else to see but me.
I haven't seen these.
Yeah, we got a chance to meet him, and then he signed Stranger Things Funko Pop for us.
I miss
Everybody had Goonies and
Lord of the Rings.
yeah, and then we had Stranger Things.
I would have came with the shirt with the Funko Pop from 50 First Dates.
I don't know.
I forgot he was in that.
Uh huh.
That is why I love him.
That movie is okay.
Great.
Yeah, but you like Adam Sandler, I think, right?
No, I do
okay.
not. I
I'll
hate
find them for you, Mario.
And then the older brother we should talk about too is played by Josh Brolin.
Oh, Thanos.
Yes.
My God,
Among
yeah.
many other
He
things.
didn't grow up very cute. He's got a face.
But he's a good-looking man.
He is. Corey Feldman is not.
People go through different things in their lives. You should see Chunk now.
At least he didn't sell his.
Yeah, no, I did. He changed.
What does he look like? Good.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
find
he
him.
slimmed up. He's an entertainment lawyer.
Ooh, good.
He's actually Kei Kwan's entertainment lawyer. So Chunk and Data still partying to this day.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
That's her childhood, just greatest
all
moment.
these actors are still around and still doing movies, but they work together so well as a group of kids who are just on an adventure. And it's so charming. And then I didn't realize this the second time I watched this movie, but like how you're introduced to all the kids in the chase scene, pretty much, where everybody sees the chase thing happening, but they're all doing different things. I like how I think that's really interesting how they do that.
Yeah, it's a really good way of introducing everybody just quickly because they're all just doing their thing.
Oh, that chase scene. I was like, what chase scene were they
In
introducing?
the very beginning, because it has like brief seconds where you see the characters.
I, for some reason, was thinking we were down in the tunnels and stuff, the chase scene there, and I was like, wait, hold on, what?
No, because you
I
even see
do
the two
like that
girls.
bit.
You see Andy at football, something to do with football and
Yeah.
cheerleading. You see the other woman, I can't remember her name, dunking her head and it pulls out a crab for some random reason.
That was really.
Yeah.
I think she lost her glasses.
Oh,
Is that what happened?
I don't
I
know.
think it could be
I was just
that.
wondering why she has a crab.
Because she's related to fishing people. She's more of the blue collar friend to Andy's white collar friend.
Good point.
Oh, okay.
And but are they all losing their houses or just Mikey?
It's the whole
Mikey,
town, right?
Mikey, Data, Mouth, they're all in the poorer area of town, the Goondocks.
Okay.
And Troy's dad is foreclosing on their mortgages because he's a piece of shit.
Okay, I didn't realize that was Troy's dad. So that makes more sense when you have that really dumb scene when you untie it and he goes,
That just shows that Troy's a bitch.
I'm touching my legs.
trying to pick up my microphone. Earbud that fell. But okay, I was wondering about that. I didn't realize he was. I mean, there is that stupid scene when you're first introduced to the characters that are to Troy's father and the other guy when they come, and then they're like, "Is your mommy home?" Like you can obviously tell these are teenagers, and I do like how the guy's like, "No, she went to go buy us Pampers." Like it is funny.
Yeah, he's being an asshole for no reason. So
Okay.
like there's a perfectly good reason to want to fight that because Troy's dad's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And I respect it because, Brand just went over and took the papers and didn't punch him in the face. I would have.
I agree.
He might have got a kick to the balls or something.
But it's just they introduced the character as such an asshole right off the bat, and it works well. I mean, I thought they were going to be more in this movie. They're really just in the beginning of the movie and in the end of the movie. You don't see them otherwise.
Did you think they were going to be chasing them? Like,
Well, I thought when you,
Scooby-Doo?
I thought there'd be something to do with them. So I have a question. When Mouth is telling the housekeeper the wrong stuff in Spanish, do you think he knows that he's saying it wrong?
He
yeah.
knows.
Knew
Okay.
everything.
Oh, that wasn't an accident then?
No, it was
he's,
on
just-
purpose.
he's a dick.
Okay. When he says the attic is where she keeps her torture sex toys, and
Yeah.
I thought
Everything
maybe he just didn't.
was on
He only knew
purpose.
certain things in Spanish.
Mm-mm.
No, it was not like that.
He was making gestures, and some words you can tell what they are.
Well, at the same time, some words were a little bit harder than what if it was just that he's barely learning or something. So it sounded more like he knew and was more fluent in it.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody taught him the dirty side of Spanish. My
There
brother.
we go.
I mean, that's what people try. I remember people teaching me the swear words in Spanish and other
Oh, yeah,
languages,
me
and I just
too.
didn't
What
care.
he was saying, that's the least of his worries.
But
Okay,
the
I was just
important
unsure
thing-
if he was doing it on purpose or that's just all he knew.
No.
Oh, no,
He's
very much on purpose, but there's an important lesson to learn from his little speech. Always separate the drugs.
I do like that. That was funny.
Oh my
The
God.
cocaine goes in this drawer and the marijuana goes in this drawer.
Always make sure separate the drugs.
But also, like the mother makes a dumb comment She's like, I want this house clean before they take it. Like, before they tear it down. Like, who gives a shit? They can have all the garbage. Like, fuck them.
It's pride.
That's right. They're just.
I mean,
Who's gonna see it?
if you were taking my house from me, I think I would just ship somewhere in the house. Like, fuck you, clean up my shit.
But like, it's pride. You want to go out with your head held high. You don't want to like run away in the middle of the night.
You don't want the people thinking worse of you than are. Yeah, I know.
I think it's less about what they think and more about what they feel about themselves.
Ugh. I hate leaving apartments dirty.
I mean, when I left my apartment, I tried to clean, but that's because I wanted my deposit back.
Yeah.
No, we got a bill instead. But no, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, when I moved out of my apartment, they sent us a bill for like $2,000 and said that we owed them. They had to replace the carpeting and all this. And I'm like, carpeting's like 6 years old and you need to replace it anyway. There's been 2 tenants.
Right.
Like, it just needs to be, and so.
It was COVID, so they wanted to get money wherever they could.
Yeah, so instead they got a fuck you, I'm not paying you. That's what they got. And I haven't heard from them in 4 years, so I'm pretty sure I'm okay. They didn't even send me a letter. They just sent me an email and then told me, and I blocked them on the email, and then that was it. They never bothered me again. So I'm like, okay, cool. Must have not been that important.
Yeah.
So
good riddance.
Yeah. No, apartments are terrible. Landlords are terrible, I should say, not apartments. Landlords are terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, some landlords, you might have a garage attached to your apartment and they don't fix it. That happens too. In a garage that somebody lived in at one point. So.
Oh, our landlord has actually stolen our rent before.
Oh,
well, not our current one.
No, when I was a kid, living in these apartments with my mom, she stole. She started stealing a few of the apartment places. Like she was like skimming off the top and stuff like that, and it started causing problems. It was a whole thing.
You mean like what happened with Tish and Barstow?
Yes.
Landlords are shitty. That's what we learned. This movie taught us that too. I wonder if that was a new concept in 1985. No, it wouldn't have been. Never.
No, probably more talked about now, but it's probably been happening for a long ass time.
There are slumlords, all generations.
Yeah, because I was just thinking about like stuff from history with New York, and I'm like, oh yeah, never mind. I watched a lot of documentaries about like early New York, and there were some shitty fucking people. Well, there's still shitty people in New York, so that own places. But there was some really. That's awful. We have people living in drunk buildings, run-down buildings, and throwing toilets out the window. That's Boston. So
the Irish beside me just died.
But eventually, this movie gets it to where they find the map in the house, and then when they do, like, I was surprised how much fun it is when they do go on their adventure, and like how it just works out, and the way that everything just kind of happens. I really liked it like that. I just enjoyed it. It was just fun.
It's Indiana Jones for kids.
Yes.
Like, that's really what it is.
Yeah, a boulder and everything. That's what I told Mike.
Well, yeah, it's a small boulder. Not shake. Well, no, there's a boulder chasing too, isn't there? No.
They're falling.
That's a nice boulder.
I mean, it's a little bitty boulder.
Looks like a bowling ball. I don't know. Everything with them, like, going under. I did think about it, like, when they first do it, they leave Chuck in the freezer, and I'm like, is that by accident? Like,
yeah.
I didn't get that.
I was like, maybe they did it on purpose because he's such a klutz. And
like, why didn't you bring your friend with you? You're all trying to run away from these killers. You just leave him in the freezer.
So notice
leave the weakest behind.
You're actually technically the strongest, if you really think about it.
But they did not know that.
I didn't understand why they left him behind. It was kind of a jerk move to me.
They were all freaking out too, and they thought he was right behind him.
There is a moment where they're like, "Where's Chunk?" It's like they don't even think about it.
Yeah, I know, and that they even say to go get the cops.
Yeah, because they had to hide, and he didn't get under there fast enough. They told him to go get the cops, and stuff. So they thought he was escaping and stuff.
That part I thought was stupid. Why are you sending him to go get the cops? Like, have him come with you, and don't be like, hey, we're going to have this grand adventure. You go get the cops now. We'll see you later.
To be fair, I don't know if he would have fit down that hole.
They even said in there that he probably wouldn't fit down.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that.
I'm surprised the older brother fit down that hole.
Remember, he's working out all the time.
Yeah. That wasn't a big hole.
No, it wasn't. That was a really small hole.
My fat ass wouldn't fit down. For sure.
Current Mike would not fit, but 12-year-old Mike would have fit.
Nope, 12-year-old Tiffany wouldn't fit either.
No, 12-year-old Mike went in stupid tunnels. Like, I went in some small areas where I shouldn't have been, and I looked back like, what the fuck was I doing?
I'm so glad Aaron didn't hear that from me.
Me too.
Anorexic ass would have totally fit in there, man.
You really got the flavors to put 14.
I did climb in a few tunnels in my life. I don't know why.
No, I just walked the train track.
I did that too, and I remember I found an abandoned building, and I went inside of it near the train tracks.
I found creeks near mine.
I don't know.
There was a creek next to the to our house. We used to go paintball gunning all the time with my dad and our cousins and stuff there. Oh, good times. Go shoot paintballs.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you said something about pigs. I was like, we're doing what to pigs?
Yeah. I totally had friends around that age too. Yeah.
Ken, I didn't really think about it being an Indiana Jones ripoff kind of sense for kids.
I mean, it's not really a ripoff. I mean, it's just kind of the same type of movie,
Yeah,
except it's
theme.
just starring kids, not even just for kids, but starring kids. So that, maybe they're too young to watch Raiders of the Lost Ark, but they can watch this.
But there's no punching Nazis in this.
No, there isn't, but there's punching Italians, which is just as good.
Very true.
I do not actually believe that. Do not come for me.
I believe in punching Nazis. I can say that for a fact. But I mean, it does fit like the whole mafia, like that's what theme they're going for. And the mafia was big in the '80s still. Like it was still around.
It's probably still around. You just don't
A lot less. They arrested a lot of fucking people in charge over the years.
Just because you see it on TV doesn't mean there aren't.
You
people
are right. I watch enough documentaries to know a lot of the shit doesn't exist. They got rid of it.
That's why they call it historic drama, historical drama.
But
I believe it.
I was also surprised how fast the rain ends before, like, it's raining and all of a sudden it's not raining within the whole hour that she's gone.
Why are you surprised?
I don't know. It just seemed very quick that the rain went away.
That happens in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it just seemed really fast.
It also rains in one city and 10 minutes away in another city it does not rain.
Yeah.
It's very,
my mother,
very true.
I think that she lives in Milwaukee, I live in St. Paul, and that we should have the same exact weather. So
He really does.
And I'm always like, Mother, we live 5-hour drive away. Not the same weather. I don't live down the street from you because I don't want to. So
I used to use my dad as a weather warning. He lived in Yuma before the typhoon kind of season, the winds and stuff come over towards my way. I'm like, hey, Dad, did you get the rains yet? Okay, it's coming this way about an hour or two. It's great.
And then it's pretty quickly that Andy and the other girl, I forget that character's name.
Steph.
Okay, because they joined. I do like how they're originally in that part with Troy when he's in the car and he pretty much, well, not even that, where he tries to commit murder. When he grabs the bike that Josh Brolin's character is on and goes to like 60, like that's murder.
Yeah.
You are not going to be okay when that bike goes off the cliff. I don't like the movie's like, oh, he's fine. Like, no, he'd be dead.
I don't think he'd even be able to keep up. He was still pedaling.
No, he wouldn't be able to keep up, but the wheels would keep going.
No, they were.
The train wheels fell off. But I was like, this is murder.
Yeah, it would have fallen off.
I'm like, he's trying to commit murder here.
Horrible in many, many different ways. I can already see a few different. Let's see. If the tire falls off, he's already like being dragged by the car. If he goes off and the wheels actually stay on and he goes off the cliff, he's impaled by a tree.
Yeah.
This isn't Tomb Raider.
Oh.
She didn't know.
I don't know.
Oh, that's what gets in my head, where I'm like, this is murder. Like, I don't know. Also, they didn't have a bike pump that he could, fill the tires back up that would be faster than taking some kid's bike.
It's a bike.
I did.
I
didn't.
He said the tires were popped. He thought they were destroyed.
Oh,
So
okay. He didn't realize they just empty. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
376 lawnmower job.
I mean, what are they paying him, $1 or 50 cents to cut the grass? Because a bike in the 80s was like $150 for a good bike or something like that. I was like, this seems a little too expensive.
It depends on the bike. There were a lot of expensive bikes in the 80s, just like there is now.
Yeah, I don't bike anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, no, bikes can be really expensive.
But now they all look the same.
Yeah, say that. But okay, that makes more sense, Ken. Thank you.
That's bikist.
Yeah. But no, I mean, it doesn't take long when the whole group gets together. I mean, that's kind of the second half of this movie, and all that is very well done. Everything with them in the tunnels and exploring, and like, and there's just a lot of also like just key moments where like Andy's character wants to leave when they find the well, and she's gonna go with the asshole Troy, and there's that part where he's like, Goonies don't say die, or something about Goonies, and she's like, I'm not a Goonie.
It's our time down here.
Oh, top 10 speeches from the 80s. Fuck off entirely. So good.
What are you talking about?
It was a good line.
I think the movie's overrated, honestly.
That's
just
fair.
me.
Everybody has the right to be wrong. It's fine.
Yes, everybody has the right to be wrong.
I mean,
that means he has the right to speak.
I can see why people like it. I just never caught my attention. I've watched it several times. I've given it several chances. I just
Try again.
I mean, I enjoyed this movie. It's not like anything like top 10 or something, but I understand why people like this movie and talk about this movie.
It's a classic.
Yeah, and I completely can see that too. I can see why this movie is beloved to so many people.
To be fair, I think the reason why this movie just meh to me is because I was already watching stuff like Halloween and Texas Chainsaw long before I've seen Goonies. That could be why I'm like, eh.
I was doing that too. So, and I love this movie. So, nope, you get a fail.
Nah, I wouldn't say you get a fail. Like, not every movie's supposed to hit for everyone. It's impossible.
Thank you.
And, you know, I respect the fact that you don't like it. It's not for you.
I respect that too. I just don't buy his excuse.
No, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the movie. I mean, yeah, it's quotable, yeah. I just think it's overrated. It's just, I mean, that's just meh.
You're overrated.
No, it's fair. I mean,
the only thing I genuinely like about the movie is the relationship between Sloth and Chunk, which we haven't even touched on yet.
No, not yet.
No.
That is literally the only thing I genuinely like about this movie. Everything else,
Meh.
The stuff with Sloth is way better than I expected it to be. Like, I had known of Sloth because I've heard references to that character. Yeah, for years. I didn't know anything about him. I'm like, but at least they don't make fun of him, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
The movie could have easily gone down that road.
They did with Chunk.
Yes.
They were like, we already made fun of one, let's leave the other alone.
I'm glad they didn't go. They could have went overboard on it, and I appreciate that they did.
Yeah.
Because this movie could have been really shitty like that.
But it
I
wasn't.
love the way they made him the hero.
No, and I appreciate that it decided not to be shitty about it, so it made it better to me.
And he got to live out his fantasy. He's a hero.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've never had a Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth's a good candy bar, buddy.
It's fun.
I like it a lot. Even when I was a kid, I liked it a lot.
I don't like nuts. Peanuts. Shut up. I did it again. Oh my god, I did that when I was younger.
What?
My mom has a run-on joke in the family. I had peanuts in an ice cream or something like that, and I started spitting them out. My mom's all, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I don't like nuts in my mouth." And she's all, "What?" So ever since then, it's been a run-on joke, and oh my god, I should have known.
Context, babe. It matters.
I know. I'm sorry.
Well, here's the best part. Now all the listeners know.
It's funny,
All of our 5 listeners.
Oh, there's a lot more than 5. Thank you very much, madam. It's salty my podcast. I'm offended. I don't know how to react. But okay, so
It's okay, Mike. I'm there with you. It happens to me almost every day. Need I remind you, she literally hit me like not 10 minutes ago.
Good for you. He did something wrong. I know he did.
I hope we weren't expecting sympathy from another woman because it wasn't going to happen in this case.
Definitely wasn't going to happen. I'm with my BFF on this one. You did something wrong.
I was trying to sympathize with Mike, but okay.
There's
No
no
sympathy either.
synchronizing synchroning here.
But I also want to talk about like when the wishing well, when like I was saying, where Andy almost leaves. That like we were kind of starting to say, like that is such a good like that. The words have a lot of meaning. Like, and I didn't really think about it till later about how like he knows they're about to lose their house. He knows he's going to move. I mean, he's not in all reality, he's not going to see these people again. Like that's what happens when you move as a kid. You don't see your childhood friends ever again if you move far away. Like you just don't.
Yeah, you don't.
So like. I get it. Like I remember I had a really good friend of mine who lived near me, and then he ended up moving with his grandmother in West Dallas, and I lived in Milwaukee. So about like
God.
I mean, not that far away. He used to call it White Dallas.
No, fucking Dallas. Oh God. God help us all.
The cops like to pull you over there too, by the way.
Yeah, they do.
So, but he moved there, and I'm a kid. I don't drive. I don't have, I can't bike that far. And I remember being really sad because he lived down the street from me. We literally would hang out like every day. And I just remember being, just really sad that one of my best friends moved, at the time. And so I get that, like, and this whole idea where he's like, hey, I want to, go on this quest. I want to find these, find this treasure so we can help out, help my family out. And he doesn't want to lose everything he has. Like, I get it. It's a really, like positive and powerful moment that this kid is going through that, I was surprised this movie had.
Relatable and everything too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I want to say a few things. Mine don't end very well.
No, it just worked well.
It is powerful, and I love it because it like you said, it hits in the where like you're never gonna see them again. This the last hurrah, let's go big while we go out kind of thing. I understand that. I wish I would have been able to have that with a few of my friends that I no longer talk to for other reasons and stuff like that. I wish I had
it just was really strong. I mean, and like when she sends up the shirt instead of going up with the asshole to where the asshole is to get out, like I think that's also a very strong moment.
The symbolism there.
Yeah, because she doesn't go with the jerk who, I mean, his whole thing, he's just trying to get into her pants, which again, is, makes sense. He's a teenager, but like, he even has that comment where he talks about that.
He literally wished for it.
He's not an asshole.
Yeah, because he literally wished for it as he threw the penny down or whatever coin down. He's all like, to get with Andy, throws it down, and that's how they found out.
I do love how they throw it right back. That's so great. Like, fuck you, you sleep with her.
Yeah, in your dreams.
It's a good, cute little moment, and I really appreciated that part.
I like when she kisses Mikey by accident. That was the best.
That was good too.
And her friend's just laughing at her, like, you should try it with your eyes open. It's a whole new experience.
But good for Mikey. Like, he got kissed by a teenage girl. Like, good for him.
My question is how does she not feel him struggling to stand up? Like, he's literally, like, struggling there. Like,
I think she was just lost in the moment. And, Mikey's probably a good kisser.
That's what she said.
So, like, you can get caught up. Everybody gets caught up every once in a while.
Sure.
It was just such a cute moment where I really appreciated it in this movie. I was like, I like this. Well, just like the whole thing when they go to the bathroom and the guy's like, I'm going to the men's room, and then all the other boys follow him.
Mikey.
I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm like, no, I'll stay here, just piss in peace without anyone around. I'd be happier.
Your son would say that. I'm going to the men's room.
I could see, yes. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I want to piss by myself, so I'm okay with it. I don't want people around me. So I want to get back to Sloth after I derangled us, or one of those words. So I didn't realize until that Sloth is the other brother that for some reason they have chained in the basement because they're terrible people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just shitty. Like,
to be the middle child or the youngest?
Youngest.
Say the youngest.
You still don't. Yeah. Why are you chaining a?
I like how he was like, Mama, you've been bad. And pulls out the Superman shirt. That was bad.
And it plays the Richard Donner theme, or Superman theme from the Richard Donner movie, which I appreciate that. That might have been, yes.
Get them.
They have a lot in common.
Really? What?
Nothing. So.
Aren't they? I don't know. Anyways, let's go on.
Both wrong. I mean, there you go.
No, but I really appreciated it being in there because now it's a really good throwback. But even in the 90s or the 80s, that would have been still a little bit of a throwback because the movie's the 70s. So it's cute. Yeah, Superman 1 is in the 70s.
Oh.
But I really did appreciate that. But I was just like, man, they are so bad to Sloth. Like having him chained up and then they feed him like vegetables that look like they're rotten. Like they're just mean ass to this poor guy.
I'm pretty sure the mom kind of reference is something about him being dropped too, so that means they dropped him a couple times.
Oh yeah,
or more than a couple times.
More.
It's like his ears, how they wiggle his ears.
Like I'm pretty sure Sloth's issues that he has are directly stemming from being dropped a few times.
A few times.
And like,
more than a few.
I feel for him. I do, but at least he turned out okay.
I mean, he has a good experience in this movie as a character.
Yeah. And it's great because, okay, to kind of jump to the end, even though we're not going beat by beat, like Sloth gets adopted by Chung, who, by the way, does not ask his parents.
He's just like, welcome to the family. You're part of my family now.
Listen, they arrived at his rescue with pizza. I'm sure they'll let him take Sloth home.
Oh my god.
And the best thing is in the novelization, it goes a step further. They really adopt him. Like Sloth gets a bar mitzvah.
Oh, that's adorable.
What?
That's cute.
Yeah, like he gets the whole family experience, and you know what? God bless him.
Right.
He
I'm
deserved
glad.
it.
So wholesome and great.
Especially since he had to live with such shitty people.
Yeah.
I'll tell you though, I don't think this group is friends forever.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I think Data's going to kill one of them
On accident or on
on
purpose?
purpose.
Oh no.
I don't know
Oh,
if you've
God.
noticed, but like the one through line of Data is he is bitching about everybody always bitching about him. And then when he falls through the pirate ship at the end, like when he falls through the floor, he's like, oh yeah, take the stairs. Say that to the guy who fell. Swear to God, all these people are the worst. And he just goes on and on. In the background, he's just bitching still, constantly. Like, I don't think they're going to be friends much longer.
Data's great in this.
When he's done.
He's very. I think he's just short round.
He just short around. I mean, he's a kid actor. He's playing the same character.
Playing himself at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh no. He's much more fun than Short Round.
I like Short
I
Round a
think.
lot. I don't like that
Short
movie
Round.
a lot, but
I like Short Round, but I like Data better.
Yes, I think I agree.
Okay.
He's
Is-
just so funny. His little inventions and.
all the inventions are great.
I love that the dad invents with him too.
Yeah, that's a cute
And they
story.
kind of do the same thing together. It was adorable.
They always strap something to themselves under their big coats. And they're like, look what I got!
Like the whole scene with the flashlight thing, I think that is great. And also it made me laugh because when I was a kid, I had a giant flashlight that I took in with me when I went into the tunnels. So it reminded me of that. But God, all the inventions are great that he has. They're so cute.
What is it? The dentures on the slinky?
Oh,
I was
the
going
pin.
to say that. I literally was thinking that too right now.
Where he
that
should be
would've never
dead?
helped him. Yeah.
The pincers of peril? No,
There you go.
those are choice.
Right.
Hey, the bull.
So Ken, I have a question for you. So did you think of the Joker when you saw those teeth too, just like me, or no?
You, baby.
No, because I've been watching it before I was into Batman. So
Okay.
like,
I saw Joker. That's what went to my head.
You're a weirdo.
I know. And I have over 750 episodes to agree with you.
To prove it, yeah. I
Yes.
know.
no, I believe it. It's just not me.
So what were these pinchers of peril? Is that what they're called?
I don't know.
Yeah, they were just like
What
lined up
were
teeth
they
hooked on a
supposed-
slinky.
Supposed to be like, are they supposed to grab onto people's balls? I doubt that they were made to save him from falling from his death.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
The balls that works though. He's at the right height and
I feel like most of Data's inventions are to save him from bullies.
I was
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the blinders. The blinders definitely could work.
Yeah, and those are actually called bully blinders. But like the slick shoes, like they're all
those slick shoes were great.
yeah, slick shoes were awesome. But like they're all just to get them away from bullies, and
That's
that's
a good
kind of
point.
depressing.
It is a little bit, but
I mean, yeah,
I mean,
it is
what
sad,
do you-
but
but they were probably all picked on, to be fair.
Yeah.
Especially Mouth. He couldn't be quiet and he'd probably get punched.
yeah. No, you can tell that these guys don't have the best time.
Yeah.
They do
Mouthbucket
with each
deserves it
other.
though.
Yeah, but not like people are mean.
Yeah, but
I was
Mouth
also
deserves it.
really confused when you do see the two dead bodies that are at the old restaurant. I didn't know who the hell the people were that got killed. At first, I thought it was the two mortgage guys, and then turns out they make a comment, which when I saw the movie the first time with no subtitles in the theater with my eye hurting me, I didn't realize it was the feds.
Yeah.
I was like, who did they just kill? Because I really thought it was the assholes that wanted the property, and I'm like,
Why
wait,
would
they're
they?
still alive.
No, it's too easy. They can't
Oh,
die that
no.
easy.
I didn't have a reason. I don't have an explanation for why I thought that. I just thought.
Okay.
I think all old white people look the same to you, Mike.
Yeah, I do too. Actually.
I mean, the only difference is if they have beards or not, or mustaches.
Kind of.
That is literally just the hair differences. That's it.
I can describe every woman at my job the same. Short, little old lady with white hair and glasses. That describes every woman at my facility.
What's that happen when you age?
Right.
You get shorter too.
Sure. I'm shrink. 2
I'm
inches.
shrinking.
No, all the traps are good that they have underground. Like I have heard the comment of the One-Eye Willie's pirate treasure. I never got the reference. Now I do finally.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
When I was pirate ship.
I've heard it many times. I never knew what the hell people were talking about. It was kind of funny to be like, I get that joke now.
I like the Rube Goldberg machines that are like throughout this movie.
Oh yeah.
Like I think that's just another fun thing. Because like when you're a kid, you think those Rube Goldberg machines are just the best. And
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but when I was younger, I used to draw up my own. I tried to make some and I was never very successful. But like I was super into those when I was a kid. And that was before I saw this movie. So you can only imagine how I was afterwards.
I liked them too. I think it's just something about when you're a kid. It's just something exciting about that whole idea.
Imagination.
What's that?
Yeah. Kids nowadays don't know what that is. I sound old. I'm so sorry.
Get off my lawn!
Get off, stupid kids.
Okay, boomer.
All the
But, like-
traps, I think, are really good too in this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those are straight out of Indiana Jones movies. At one point, Francis, the one that Joey Pants plays, even says, like, when the scale starts going up, he's like, haven't you ever seen that movie? Directly referencing Raiders of the Lost Ark. But not by name.
Copyrights.
Yeah, they probably couldn't, even though that would have made the movie better. But yes.
Oh, no, they probably could have because, you know, the director was their producer.
Yeah.
I just think they didn't want to because they didn't want to put a hat on a hat, so to speak.
I would have liked the hat on a hat.
I think it works the way it is.
I mean, it does. I just really like Indiana Jones.
Because the line
watch
probably
Indiana
would have
Jones.
been the same. Do you know that movie Indiana Jones? And the mom would have been like, what?
Okay, you're right. I just wanted him to take off his hat and, you know, weigh some sand first or weigh the marbles first before he puts it in there. That's what I wanted.
I've been cute if dated it.
I just love that scene, okay? I will never not love that opening of Raiders of the Lost Ark where everything with that damn scene is so fucking good. Oh.
I also do not like Indiana Jones.
Right, unfortunately, Mario just got disconnected from the podcast. We apologize for the issue. We don't hear him again the rest of the episode.
He's going to edit you out of the rest
No, we don't persecute people for their choices.
Yeah.
I knew my last name is Jones, so come on. If he doesn't love it, then he doesn't love me.
Yeah.
Gotta make tough decisions now.
Then I guess.
Oh, guess you're sleeping on the couch.
Mario, you like what you want to watch. Don't listen to these haters.
Haters gonna hate. Sorry.
I mean, I can sing that song for you if you really want me to, babe, but I don't think you do.
No, you'd get smacked for sure.
Because I do know all the lines to that song,
Yes,
so...
I know.
Okay.
Check it out.
One of the few artists I actually listen to, so...
You listen to Backstreet Boys all the time.
When you have control of the radio, yes.
Yes, but you know the words too.
I do.
So what does that say about you?
I grew up in the 90s.
Okay.
Hey, you know what else music is really awesome? The music in this movie.
Thank you.
Like the score. The score in this movie is just incredible. So much fun. It's got like a really upbeat, not John Williams-esque at all. It's just, it sounds like a caper. It's just, the score is fun. Especially the Fratelli Chase score, the song that starts the movie. I bought the soundtrack on CD. It was a limited edition, and I bought it specifically for that song.
I now
so I
have
can
the
listen to it.
in my head.
So good.
It is good music. I did enjoy the soundtrack for this movie. I'm with you on there.
Oh God.
What?
Most of this movie, I really did like we were talking about some of the puzzles, the part where like the way he sticks his hand in and that one like turn to crank from the key that they have. Like it is very Indiana Jones.
He got his hand out.
He pulled harder, I guess. I don't know. I mean, he got little hands. I mean, he's a kid. It's probably designed for a man.
Okay, but it got its arm. His arm.
Once he turned it and the thing did what it was supposed to, it probably released.
Okay, sure. That's fair enough. It's better than what Mike came up with.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You are correct. Oh, that piano is a really good scene too. Like that when they're trying to play the piano and she keeps hitting all the wrong notes.
She's not trying.
That is a good scene.
He even said she was rusty, okay?
I know, but it's actually a really good scene.
Oh yeah.
It's just
It is
like
very-
it's something that like as a kid you would have wanted to find, like that kind of trap. Like it's something so cool about it.
I mean, I at first did not see a piano. So just saw a bunch of bones.
That is fair.
I wanted the piano because of it was made out of bones. I wanted it in my foyer right here, year round, if I could.
My wife would have it too, Sierra. You two have a lot in common.
And my
I would
Halloween
have
stuff
it too.
stays on my mantle year round. So
I would.
Oh my god.
I would
You
murder
should
to
see
have
my
this.
aunt.
But yes, you are all more what I would consider into the gothic stuff.
then I would learn how to play piano. If I had that piano, I would learn how to play it somehow.
It's just I don't know. It's a really good team building moment for them too, and really like bonding them as characters.
Yelling at Andy?
It still is. I do love the slick shoes. He's like, slick shoes. You're like, what? Slick shoes? And he just dumps the oil out on the log. Like,
Weren't they like, no, slick shoes, hurry up?
Yeah, they were screaming at him.
yeah, man, I love that actor so much in these early movies. I mean, he is just kind of playing short round, but it's just so. I mean, he's a kid, but it's so good.
He's playing himself, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure too.
And,
But it reminded me of Dr. Jones.
and something you don't get from a lot of movies of the time, but you do in this one, is that all of the kids have a moment to shine.
Yes,
Yes.
I think that's really nice too. They make sure everybody has their scenes.
Yeah, and
Well,
like,
that's Steph. What's her scene?
How does that sound?
oh,
And she
Steph's
kisses
scene is
mouth.
busting Mama Fratelli in the face.
Oh, I
with a
forgot
right
about
hook.
that. I forgot about that. That's when she kissed mouth.
That's Andy, not Steph.
No, it's not.
Andy's the cheerleader girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she kisses Mikey.
Oh, you're right. Steph kissed my. Okay, you're right.
She was trying to kiss Brad, but she kissed Mikey instead.
And then he's like, well, you're not bad looking if your face didn't get in the way.
He's such an asshole.
Yeah, but they're assholes to each other.
Yeah,
Right? That's the
that's
thing.
fine.
But the actors hated each other, did not get
No.
along.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
Corey
sad.
Feldman talked about it in his biography.
That's kind of sad. Well,
That's
then
a
they're
bummer.
really good actors.
Yeah,
I was just gonna
Well-
say maybe made the shit talking a little bit more believable.
Yeah.
And they were mad at each other and stuff.
yeah. Robert Davi and Joe Pantoliano didn't like each other either.
Oh.
So that fighting you saw between the two brothers wasn't always acting, probably.
I guess that happens. I mean, I've had coworkers I didn't like too. So
Mm-hmm.
one thing I forgot to mention, but when they're in the tunnels and they get to the pipes and they just start banging on the pipes, I think it's so fitting that the country club doesn't even try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, they
Like
just-
nobody looks underground. Like,
And then the kid gets hurt from the toilet and goes, "Daddy."
oh god. Oh, I had forgot about a scene that is really traumatizing to me. Like, if I had seen this as a kid, when they threatened to shove Chunk's hand into a blender.
I love that scene so much because
It's what comes after. Tell us everything. Everything? Okay.
yeah. Oh my god, that story is just
I
goes
said something
horrible.
to my sister about that too, because I was all like, this stuff that he's spilling out must have been weighing on his mind for quite some time for him to be, okay, I'll spill everything.
It's that Jewish guilt. It's real.
Jewish guilt.
Honestly, I understand because
We found out you're part Jewish.
Yeah. And I sit there and I'm like, I did this, I did that. Why? It just weighs on you.
Except his mom doesn't seem like that Jewish mom that would make you feel guilty.
Oh no, she's buying her son's love with dominoes. That's exactly the same damn thing.
Yeah, she's one of those. I wish my mom bought my love with dominoes.
Dude, your mom's basically crippled.
Thanks, babe.
You still buy Domino's, they deliver, by the
They
way.
deliver.
Oh my god.
DoorDash.
Thanks, Mario. Hand this over to me. You sit there.
But no,
I
it's
love-
something about everything with the pipes. I just thought it was so funny when the guy gets hit in the face with bubbler and it just doesn't get back up again.
I love that they built the pirate ship that's full scale. They built it.
Cool.
And
It
they
didn't
didn't
need
show
to
the
be.
kids until they slid down the tunnels and saw it. Like they didn't tell the kids that it was going to be a full-size pirate ship.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
Apparently they had to edit out Josh Brolin saying "fuck."
I would have died on that slide. I would have died.
I did not realize that ship was, like they built it to scale.
It
Like that's
didn't
cool.
need to be though.
Oh yeah. No, it didn't. They didn't need to make that at all, but they did. They
Like
did.
nowadays, they wouldn't have.
Oh, they could have done some cheap ass toy thing.
No,
for
today it'd be green
instance.
screen, and they would have spent way too much money.
Does nobody do that anymore?
Not as they are starting
Oh,
to
like
again.
a toy in the bathtub.
It took a while before companies got really obsessed with CGI for a while.
It's no.
I mean, they still are, but we're
They
getting
still
more
are,
practical.
But there's stuff you can do that's not CGI.
You two are a lot alike, and I thought about that when the first time I recorded with Sierra when she just came on randomly And I'm like, man, you remind me a lot of Tiff. You both have the sass.
It's most women, isn't it?
That's a good chunk. So it's good.
It was even weirder because I thought it and she said it. So we're talking telepathically now.
See?
win.
BFFs forever.
Maybe use vampires in the Twilight Saga so you can read each other's minds or something, huh?
Mhm.
Nothing?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do that.
So,
I mean, I did get her own family members to call her Bella at one point, so
that's cute.
and all of her friends. So
I've also decided if I ever go to
I'm
Seattle,
not a fan of Twilight.
I'm going to drive the 2 or 3 hours to Forks. So, just because.
Is it weird
Yeah,
that
that's
I'm not,
not
a fan
just
of
because
Twilight,
of me. You want to see it too.
I do. I like the books. I like 3 of the 4 books a lot. So,
I
Very
keep
nice.
telling you, you should do episodes about books
then I got to read a book.
or listen to one.
I can't. I'd have to read it. And I only read books with pictures, sir.
Ah.
So, and I have enough I got to do with those. So,
I agree with him. He's a man of good taste.
but yeah, everything with the ship, it makes it just even cooler now that I know it's actually what built the scale. But I think that's all such a good scene, and like how there's no treasure at first, and then they're upset, but because I think did Andy break something or something happened that leads them to find the hidden door.
Andy thought she set off another trap, but it was actually just opening up a door in the ceiling that was the floor of another room, and that's where the money was.
Did they ever read what it said? Like in the gold writing?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's lame. I wanted to know.
I wanted to know what it said too, but no.
The translator. Yeah.
I was waiting for him to be like, Mouth, what does it say?
And Tiffany brought up a good point. We were watching this a second time. That why do they put any jewels in Data's backpack?
Oh my god, yeah.
But they don't. They start filling all their pockets and they fill the marble bags.
Their mouth.
Okay, that had to have been a reference when he pulls out a pearl necklace out of his mouth. Like that couldn't have been that had to have been an adult joke in there. 'Cause that's where my brain went to, unfortunately. Even though I know it's not exactly what it is, but still.
Too, but okay.
I don't think it was anything crude. I
Yeah.
think it was just a lot of shit that you could put in his mouth.
He was just living up to his nickname.
Okay, I don't know. Just like why pearls? Like could have been something else. Just I don't know. Maybe I have a sick brain.
You do.
Well,
Mike,
and usually
Mike.
I do too, but not this time.
You've been watching Hellraiser too much.
He said you've been watching Hellraiser too much.
I've only seen 2 of them. I'll watch the third one this year.
That's all it takes. Oh, yay!
I'm doing one a year, or maybe more, but at least one a year.
Didn't we do the first 2 last year?
We did the first one 2 years ago, and the second
I
one.
was
last year.
about to say that's all it takes. Then he goes, "Oh, we're gonna do 3 this year." I go, "Oh, yay!"
I mean, maybe I don't know.
Don't say maybe, say yes.
Ken likes them, so
Damn straight.
Yeah. It's
Mario loves them,
Bradley,
not just
dude.
likes them.
Well.
Really obsessed with them. Anyways.
what?
first 2 are 5 that I'm curious to see more. So,
I don't know how you'd feel about Nightbreed.
I think I've seen that.
what is Nightbreed?
Is
Ask
that
Ken.
the one? Ken.
That's conversation for when we're not talking about Goonies.
Okay, that's fair.
I was just going to say something about that.
We'll get there. I want to do more of the Hellraiser movies just because. So,
Mhm.
and I try to do movies that are important to whoever is part of the show. So, and Hellraiser is important to Ken. All right, but back to Goonies. The stuff with the ship is good. I mean, I do like how it makes you feel sad for them because they have to dump all their treasure, and then they make the girl. Did they only tie Andy's hands? Because it looks like other people aren't tied up.
Well, Andy was the first one that got off the plank, and Brand went in after her. They didn't have time to put anybody else off the plank.
But they didn't tie anyone else up.
No, but they tied her up because she was going on the plank.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like it wasn't, we're going to just tie you up and, oh, you're tied up, you're going to walk the plank. No, it was, you're going to walk the plank, you get tied up, you don't get to swim.
I mean, I think you could still swim if your hands are tied in front of you, though.
Yeah, probably.
If your hands are tied
Least
behind
weren't
you,
that
that's where you would
smart.
struggle and die.
I just want to say the mom was jealous of her looks, and that's it.
It
I
very
just
well
didn't
could
want
be.
her to live.
No, they're just tied in front of her.
Mhm.
So, but that's
Oh,
what I
yeah,
was
she
thinking of
could-
because I'm pretty sure I think I've tried to test this theory if I held my hands together if I could swim, and I think I could. So I test weird things. I used to be like, oh, what if I happened this happened to me? How would I react? So I like to think.
I'm right up there with you. I've done the same thing.
Even though I'm pretty sure if I was in a terrible situation, my brain would not think like that. So
I mean, technical difficulties.
Panic.
yeah, the walk the plank stuff, I think it's good. And then when Brand rescues her and he kisses her, I thought it was a kiss earned, as Bill Tucker would say if he was here.
Was it a kiss earned?
I think it is.
What about Mikey's kiss? Was it earned?
I don't know.
That's when she noticed the difference.
Oh, you don't have braces. He's like, what? He's like,
That's what I wanted to actually ask earlier when we were talking about that. I've never kissed a person with braces, but I had braces. I don't know what the difference would be. Can you really feel it when you're kissing somebody with braces?
Only if you're trying to look for it.
I have no idea.
That's literally it. You're not going for their teeth. You're going for the lips and the tongue. That's it.
I have now learned more about Mario.
Why would you lick the teeth?
Why are you? How do you know? Why are you licking teeth?
I said, why would you?
No, there was.
Each has their own. Hey,
There
we
was
don't
a
kick shame
story.
here.
Okay, so we're gonna move on now.
Yeah, I have no idea. I've never dated anybody with braces. I've had braces.
Same, but I've never dated anybody with.
So,
Okay, so you guys know what I'm talking about. Like,
I mean, I could text my ex, but I don't want to.
there we go. Yeah, no.
She might. We talk sometimes, but I don't know.
Was rated.
I don't have a choice.
When I mentioned something, but yeah.
What do you mean you have no choice?
Bessie.
You always have a choice.
Allie.
All right. So, continue.
I didn't think that he always had that.
So when it comes to like the book, like everything with them, then they all kind of jump off the ship. I do like how the booby trap was attached to the weights of and then it freed the ship, which I thought was kind of strange.
Yeah.
They completely all
Okay,
rotted to death.
I think that honestly was just coincidence. I think because remember the stick of dynamite that blew up also is what started to get the cave to cave in.
Oh, you think it was the dynamite, not the switch?
It wasn't just the trap. It was kind of both simultaneously, both of them happening.
Oh, I did not realize that.
I buy that. Plus, the pirates were hiding out from our armada that was chasing them. They couldn't leave.
Yeah, wouldn't the British leave eventually?
Because remember, they used the dynamite to blow the boulder where
they were hiding.
where they were escaping. Yeah, because they had to go to the crevice. And then, as they were escaping, and Chunk stayed behind, is when they were escaping with the gold because of the weights. When the weights was set off too,
Okay,
is what made the pirate ship actually move. But the dynamite is what made the cavern actually open.
Okay, I'll buy it. I'll buy what you're selling. Oh, and when they do finally get out and they get on the beach, I think that is just when the cops see him, like the guy's like, we already looked here, idiot. Like you don't see him. I don't know. Everything when they get reunited with the parents is just so. It feels very real.
Data's family. I love Data's family.
He's also an inventor and has the camera on his belt for some reason.
And the corniest, easiest line ever.
I love
You're
Chunk's
the
family.
You can't hug a photograph. It's a cute movie.
No, not that. It's you're my greatest invention. That's the corniest line.
Yeah, it's a bit corny.
Yeah, I love that line. Shut up.
Horrible.
It's everything is just so I really like, and how all the parents are so much like the kids too. Like they just feel like each other, and I really appreciated that.
Yeah, you can see where their personalities came from and everything.
Yeah, Mikey and his mom even share pronouncing words incorrectly.
That's what I said.
Fun.
Hey, I can relate to that. I say words wrong all the time on this podcast.
Yes, you do.
I refuse to say the words I say wrong all the time. I get made fun of for the two specific ones.
I do it sometimes on purpose at work, so my residents will correct me, especially the two teachers. It's not Illinois, it's Illinois.
What about when you say Minnesota?
Minnesota. My damn accent, I hate it.
That's not on purpose.
Minnesota.
It's only when we travel. She tells somebody where we're from, and then all of a sudden the Minnesota accent comes out for like.
I say it fast. Like if my accent won't come out like very fast.
My favorite when we get my grandmother to have her like West Virginia accent. She's all the dog in the water, and I'm just like, oh my god, I love it, Grandma.
No. It's when It's when I pick off Sierra, and then this Mexican comes out. That's the great one.
I never notice it, and then they tell me.
Oh, you do it.
I know. I've started to notice mine. It's awful.
And then when the Pertellis or whatever hell their name is, when they come out and then they get arrested, and I do like how they all like defend Sloth because the cops are just gonna
take him away.
Yeah,
my brother now. Don't touch him.
Which is very. I mean, it's accurate to how they would react. So it's a really cute ending to a movie.
Yeah, I don't like that the cops automatically thought he was the bad guy. Just because of his looks and everything.
It's the times, and it's probably how most people would react.
Terrible.
When you see criminals, and then you see a big muscly guy with a disfigured face, you're gonna think, yeah, he's probably their muscle.
No, I'm thinking, oh my god, my sister.
What?
That was good.
So wait,
Ken, I know you had a joke.
You're telling me that cops were judging people for the way somebody looks rather than what they actually did? That's crazy.
That's just in the movies, guys.
I don't buy that one bit.
No, like they don't pull over your car if it's a red car more than if it's not. Nope. I do completely believe that. I got pulled over so much in my red car.
Oh my god.
I never.
Is it red? Really?
Yeah. I used to get pulled over all the time. Like, where are you going? I'm like, home. Like, yeah, he followed me and then pulled me over and said, what are you doing out at this late? Yeah,
We
I
got
just woke
pulled
up.
over one time. We got taken to secondary during border patrol or something like that, and it was hilarious. Wait, and because everybody in the car was white except for the one Mexican, so we all blamed him. It was
That
great.
unfortunately
It was
is
a
very
running joke
topical
with
to
them.
today's world right now. So, but
Terrible.
all right,
Like
any other things to say about this movie?
Yeah, I got one more important thing to say. This is a very important movie. So much so that the Library of Congress chose to install it in the Library of Congress as a movie that will be kept, for as long as we're a country, which, another 5 minutes maybe.
Right, might not be much longer.
Hey, I wonder if Raiders is now going to be taken out of if that's in the Library of Congress. I feel like that movie might be taken out.
Oh, no. Raiders is going to stay in there, I'm sure.
Are you sure you punched Nazis in that movie? They might not like that anymore currently, huh?
Well, they can suck dicks. Like, nobody cares.
I feel I
But yeah,
can
no.
see someone being offended by it.
It is on the National Film Registry as an important cultural moment, and I think that's pretty cool.
That is cool. I did not know that. I mean, this movie,
Mario.
I had heard that this movie was important. Like, I know I needed to watch this for years. Like, I actually have a image I saved from 2 years ago on my phone. And it had just a bunch of 80s movies, and it was like, oh, check, give yourself a point for which ones you've seen. And
Did you?
I've actually, no, I did not see a lot. But I keep it, and we slowly been doing some off that list, just because I'm like, we should probably do this.
I bet you I've seen them all.
So
I would like to know which ones are left, because I love a lot of the 80s. A lot.
We should cover Dirty Dancing someday.
So,
how about Harry and the Hendersons?
Oh, yes! I love them!
So I do have one question before we wrap this up. Why was there never a Goonies 2? I mean, I don't think it needs one. I'm just surprised that never happened.
I think
Because
everybody is.
What were you saying, Ken?
Well, I was saying I think everybody's surprised that there wasn't one.
Okay, I was wondering maybe there was something where they tried and it just never got off the ground, something that had been publicized about it.
If they actually listened to everybody and just decided not to do a number 2.
I mean, there was a Goonies 2 game on NES. I know that.
Which
I never
has-
played either of them, but I know there is a game.
I would like to also note that Hollywood, we are not trying to say, please make another one. Just don't ever do it. Never do it.
I don't think they're going to. You can't make a sequel to this.
You
never know.
easily
They've done it so
can.
many times.
I mean, they could be the kids of the kids.
The kids of the kids. So they can do what they did for Ghostbusters and make a whole different cast, just more diverse.
Or Revenge of the Nerds.
I don't want a sequel to this. I'm happy I saw it, but I don't need a sequel.
I mean, I think it's fine the way it ended. Happy
I will
ending.
move countries. I will move planets if they do.
I know someone, I think, had posted something to Discord about them wanting to make a sequel, and Ken, you were like, they've been saying this for years.
Mm-hmm.
But there's kind of no need because the whole point was the adventure, but also their money issues were basically solved.
Yes, but the whole thing.
But
Money problems can happen anytime.
Yes.
But they had 10 jewels left, if that. Is that going to save everybody's house?
The ship is still out there.
Yeah.
It's the fact of discovery,
And
depending on how much the discovery is.
Wait, hang on.
According to international maritime laws,
There we go.
There you
he
go.
owns everything.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, so they're fine.
They're good.
They're
Okay.
good 5 ever.
I was just something I was thinking about while we were with this movie, just thinking about that sequel idea. I forgot that there was a Goonies 2 on NES for some reason.
Yeah, it's a weird game, but it has a great chiptune version of The Goonies Are Good Enough.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite NES songs.
Apparently there's a comic book miniseries, an animated television series, and a musical adaptation of the film.
I totally understand the animated series. They did it for Ghostbusters.
Oh, and okay, it didn't actually happen, but they were rumors that were in the process. Yeah, the animated show never happened. I don't know if the comic did or not. And the musical never actually got off the ground either. So, all right. And apparently in 2020, Fox ordered a pilot for a drama series, and that never happened either.
Thank God.
That might have been okay.
So, yeah. All right, I think we should go to shelf stacker box. And Tiffany, since it's your fault that I saw this movie, why don't you go first?
Stack. I love this movie, but it's not something that I watch often.
No, we never watched it since we've been together.
I know. So, but I still really, really like this movie, so I'll just put it on the stack.
Okay. And Ken.
Oh, 100% shelf for me. I don't even think that should be in question. Not after what I've said about it.
But the show has to do what the show does.
Yeah, I know. But it's a shelf for sure.
Okay. I'll go next. I'm going to put this in the stack. I'm glad I saw it. I enjoyed it. No, maybe. We own it on Amazon now, so I could see myself in like a year or two putting this on randomly while I edit or something. Just because.
Hey, maybe this will become my comfort movie. Put it on when I need to sleep.
That's Labyrinth.
Can I do some stack and shelf? Like, I want to rate.
We haven't invented that yet.
Oh, what's my answer? I changed it.
Okay. Mario.
For me, surprisingly, it's actually a stack only because it's like a background movie for me, but also because I had an epiphany during this recording. I really don't like any adventure movie. I don't like National Treasure movies. I don't like Indiana Jones. I don't like Race to Witch Mountain or Journey 2. I don't like any of those movies.
You need to break up with this man.
You should see the pure rage that is coming from me. If I had,
I don't like Starship fucking Troopers. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Just don't.
I really hope Mike Colby listens to this episode now. I really hope he does.
Oh, I know he will, and he will have.
He loves Mario opinions.
I hope he will have words for you because almost every single movie.
Oh no, he likes my opinions. He likes to make fun of them.
Yeah, I guess.
But no, but like seriously though, like talking about this movie, I'm like, oh, I don't like it.
That's fine. I don't understand you don't like Indiana Jones, but I'll agree to disagree. The rest I understand.
or like Dragonheart or Aragon.
Just stop. Just stop. You're saying
Aragon is fine. That movie's bad. Book is good. The movie's bad.
go outside. You're banned from the house now. Go. No. No. I cannot even believe you said. Oh.
Well, okay. So my ending argument is that it's a stack because it made me realize that.
I'll take it. And Sierra.
She's awestruck right now.
She's going through.
You can plan your murder afterwards.
I'll help you.
I'm trying.
I'm sorry.
You'll be on the porch with the candlestick.
I just know what he said. Okay. I would say just stack. I do love this movie a lot. Like I said, I've watched it all the time. Not every day, not like obviously not every day, not once a month. Like every so often, it's a good movie to watch again. I'm gonna definitely make my girls watch it too.
I like how you said make.
Oh yeah, make her. I'm not giving them the choice. They're going to watch it and love everything that I love. Everything that I love, Mario.
Yeah, Mario.
I'm in so much pain because of what you said, Mario.
I don't think you said. So this would be a shelf for you, correct?
Yes, very much.
Okay.
Sorry.
Jumanji sucks.
Change his answer.
No, hey, each opinion is fine. Except for not liking Indiana Jones. That I don't understand. That is a perfect movie, the first one.
I like it.
I know you don't, but that's a perfect movie.
What's wrong with the second one?
It's not a perfect movie.
It is not.
I like that one.
But hey,
it doesn't really
in the words of Meatloaf, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
You're stupid.
What about the fourth one?
They only made 3.
The one with
Nice try.
Shia LaBeouf. God, that was awesome.
I saw that movie in theaters.
Yeah, together, right?
No,
Oh,
we weren't together yet.
I must have seen it with my dad because I've seen it in theaters too.
Yeah, I saw it with Tanya. I remember that.
Wow.
At Mall America.
The only reason why I like the Shia LaBeouf one is because the doctor is in it.
I'll watch. I want to see it again because I haven't seen it. I think I've only seen it I might not have even seen it one other time since the theaters, and that was a long time ago. So I wouldn't mind. But yeah, we'll see. I told myself I would cover all 5 someday on this podcast, and so far I only gotten 1 done. So we'll see. Not
The new.
No, I never saw that. I don't know why I didn't just watch.
I don't know how to feel about that new one.
Guy.
Still acting. You're gonna see him as Red Hulk here, Chris.
Whatever
comes out in
you think,
February.
Mario, don't say it.
That our Valentine's Day movie.
Oh, we're going to go see it. Hopefully, our Valentine's Day movie doesn't involve people falling off a boat and dying in a hurry. Sad, depressing. I do know how it ends, and I do know what happens to it. And Ghost Special 2 is showed back up. So, all right, as I'm rambling, Mario, where can people find you at?
You can find me on Spotify at Bias Gaming or at Bias Gaming Media and Cosplay on Facebook. Or also on your guys' Discord at Games My Mom Found.
Ken, do you have anything to plug?
No, just keep listening to Games My Mom Found. We're always here. Always ready to entertain.
All right. And if you enjoyed this episode, there's over 750 episodes of this podcast. You find everything we do on Podbean. We do movies, comics, TV shows, video games, all sorts of content. So definitely go check out our giant catalog. If you enjoy our voices, you will see Ken in most movie episodes of this podcast. He's one of my movie guys.
You will not see Tiffany in most of them.
No, if it's happened in the 80s, there's a good chance Tiffany will be there.
It's like, I didn't realize how obsessed I am with the 80s movies.
Because you grew up with that with your father, so it makes sense.
I guess, but there are movies after the 80s, like several decades of movies.
Yeah, and I haven't seen a lot of them either, I've noticed too, so hey.
I realized I stopped watching movies in the 2000s somewhere.
That's what you do with music, though. You're supposed to stop listening to music at a certain point. Like, nope, this is my music. I think most people do that. I've done that.
Oh, I've done it.
Taylor, so, but that's it. All right. Hey, if you enjoyed this episode, check out that. I want to give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro, courtesy of Helena. Hell Hatchfree. You can follow her on TikTok and Instagram. Definitely go check her out, because TikTok exists for now. So, definitely go do that.
Trump saved.
Oh, my God.
Get the fuck out. No, he didn't.
That's what TikTok said for like a day.
TikTok's stupid. He tried to ban it in the first place.
But then he forgot because of dementia.
How do I get that job taking care of Trump? Because we would have so much fun.
No. But, all right. Yeah. So, and check out Bill Tucker, The Gamer Looks at 40. You can go see his podcast. He's back making new content. Definitely go check out his show. And hey, join our Discord, as we kind of mentioned too. If you want to be on the show, if you want to chat with us, if you want to suggest things, please join the Discord. And we have a Patreon. We have 1 to 2 Patreon polls every month. We have 2 past month, 2 next month for sure. So definitely go check those out. And
that's what it is. 80s movies.
Yeah. So, and please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, audio only, TikTok. I'm there. I make scroll videos and videos every so often, but not a whole lot. But I'm there. I do make scroll videos. I make stuff in the comfort of my chair.
Also, real quick, Mike.
Yes.
Can we all pray for Mario that he'll be here on the next one?
I can feel her anger growing.
All right. So I think that's Alien. Please rate and review us wherever you get the podcast. I think that's everything I need to say. So we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
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 So long.